Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another beautiful, beautiful New York session over here. Let's pop out the gulag here. Had a pretty busy day yesterday, but we're back over here. Let's see. So we got YouTube popping up over here. Ooh. All right, let's unmute myself. All right, welcome again. Yeah, I was unmuted. I was muted over there. Beautiful. So we got Zoom popping up. We got people coming in towards the YouTube chat over here as well. Welcome back. Seems like I've been away for about a year now. All right, let's just disable the waiting room and let people join in here slowly. All right, beautiful. We're increasing a lot over here. Someone is saying we can't hear you. Probably you can hear me. Okay. Haven't really looked at the charts. Took one trade yesterday on the ADP on gold, and after that haven't really looked at all at the charts. So we're going to take a look at that now. Let's start with pound yen. So it seems like pound yen is just ranging here on these time frames. So we're going to do some full analysis over here. Let's see here. So okay, sound is all good. All right, so let's remove everything. Let's go towards the daily. So whoever wants to see like high time frame, low time frame analysis, this is how it's going to go. So weekly actually did go bullish on pound yen. I mean, if we fill the wick at 150, I think that's going to be pretty big mover there. So let's take a look on the daily time frame here. So daily is coming up here as well. Daily came up towards a very strong resistance at 149.700. So we're going to break that down in the 4-hour time frame and let's see what we can find. So looking on the 4-hour, we're also coming up to this 4-hour resistance. Now the problem is we don't know whether this 4-hour candle is going to continue moving bullish or is it going to start retracing to go bearish. But what we do know is we broke above this resistance right over here around 149.470, 149, even like 500. All this is like a rejection area right over here. So looking at the 1-hour time frame now, what we can identify is that there is a support being formed on the 1-hour candles at this point, right? Around 149.500. And that's a very important level because previously, when was this? Previously around London close, there was also resistance formed at the same exact level. So price is respecting that same level as support. Also, we got a resistance now at 149.640, 650. Let's take a look on the 30-minute time frame now. So looking at the 30-minute time frame, it makes sense, right? So this support makes sense on the 30-minute time frame only from the fact that let me change my colors. Only from the fact that you see how these candles were respecting 149.500 here, and then this one candle broke below this area. This candle went back above this area, and then the next candle you had a bearish candle that closed above 149.500, and the one after that it respected 149.500. This means 149.500 is a very important level over here, especially from the fact that the previous 30-minute candle also respected that level. So at this point, I believe that if we do start breaking above what's this price, 149, 630, 640, I think there's a very good opportunity for price to continue up to fill this wick, which is like, well, 12, 13 pips away. I would have imagined it'll be bigger, but that's something we can target, right? Also, when we look to the left-hand side, if price does continue beyond 149.750, I think we can aim for like 149.800, this area right over here, 800, 850. This is something we can target if we start breaking above 149.750 above that wick. So far for buying analysis, that's what it's going to be like. Waiting for price to break above 149.640 for a potential move bullish. If, for example, let's say we start breaking below 149.500, the only thing we can, I can imagine price to come down towards is going to be this, but this is like a 10-11 pip range, right? It's not enough range over here at this point. So that's something I'll be looking for right over here. For price to break above 149, 640, 650 for it to continue moving bullish. What's the background music, man? We've had this background music for a very long time. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. This is a gold 15-minute chart looking for entries when price passes below this wick. Yes, that's correct. So let's take a look at gold over here. What's this? Are you going to take buys if price breaks? Probably would be looking at that right over here. See this 15-minute candle? Have to wait for this 15-minute candle to close. We got like around 5 minutes left for this candle to close. I don't want to take an impulse entry because I want this 15-minute candle to close and then maybe take the next 15-minute candle to continue moving bullish. See the 30-minute, we've broken the high over here. We got the 15-minute candle closing in about 5 minutes. So I'm going to wait for that 15-minute candle to close. Now, while I'm waiting for the 15-minute candle to close, I may also miss this trade, right? Because pound yen has the traits of just straight up moving. But the only thing I'm concerned about is I'm concerned about this wick rejection. I'm concerned about this wick rejection right over here, which is why I want this 15-minute candle to close. Because if this 15-minute candle can close above, let's say 149.650, that would mean the 30-minute candle is still above that resistance, and then we can anticipate the next 15-minute candle to continue moving bullish. So just by looking at this, my trading candle is going to be the next 15-minute candle if this candle closes above 149.650. That's the rule I'm going to have to take a buy on pound yen, right? If this continues moving, then so be it, you know, like I'm okay with missing the trade. So for the most part, you have to be okay to miss the trade. Now, my stop is going to be, we'll wait for this 15-minute candle to close and then we're going to talk about the stop losses. So looking at gold, gold is just in a range at this point. Yeah, gold is just in a range. We have NFP tomorrow, so probably that's one of the reasons why it's just ranging at this point. Yeah, gold's in a pretty big range. This range is around 90, 100 pip range over here. Looking at 30-minute time frame, you can see how candles are closing side by side, you know, like there's no volume at all. It's just the fact that the ranges are pretty big and that's about it. We have this minor resistance here as well around, you know, 1715.50, 1760. Trying to see if we break that area, where can we head off to? Got like 28 pip range around, like, you know, like 47 pip range over here. 149 is a resistance. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine if that's a resistance area. Because we're aiming for the wick right here, 149.750, and with volume, a continuation towards 149.800, 149.830. Those are the areas we're looking for. Well, I'm looking for. So we got 3 minutes left for this candle to close, and then I'm going to be executing a buy at that point. All right, let's take a look at this chart here by Some Vision. Some Vision from the Gulag sent a chart over here. We're going to take a look at that. This is a buy. Raja, should I wait? I have waited for 30 minutes high to be broken. Price closed above, candle came down. Yeah, you should have waited. You should have waited for this high to be broken at this point for price to continue bullish. How's the green tea? Green tea is good. I've stopped drinking coffee and man, I'm feeling good. Like, you stop coffee, your energy level goes up, you don't get drowsy at all, and things are super fine with that. Let's take a look at your JPY over here. We're still waiting for that 15-minute candle to close right over here. Want this to close and the next one to kind of like continue moving bullish. So when I'm talking about stop losses, I think a good stop loss on this would be, I mean, depending on where I get an entry, probably going to be somewhere around, within the range, around, you know, 149, 560, 550. That's going to be a pretty good stop over there for price to continue moving bullish. Yeah, I think 149.800, 149.830 is something we can target at this point. Wow, look at that rejection. Damn. See, this is why it's important to wait for the candle to close. You know, we got like a minute and a half left over here. Let's take a look at this chart. Clean buys above 674 after 15-minute candle breaks the high. Looks good, looks good. Sells are pretty messy, I agree with that. Sells are really messy over here. All right, Euro JPY. Euro JPY, looking on the 1 hour time frame. Seems like we created some sort of a support over here. Let's remove all the analysis over here, man. So it seems like we did create some sort of a support over here on the 1 hour time frame. Seems like we're also making a resistance here. So this is a range at this point right now. 15-minute candle is about to close. Let's take a look at the 30-minute. Looks good. 15-minute also looks good. So I think I'm going to be executing a buy over here. Having my stops somewhere. Let's take a look over here. So 30-minute candle broke the high for price to continue moving bullish. And all right, let's just wait for this candle to close over here. Because here's the thing, 30-minute candle has broken the high right over here. It has respected the low, so there's a high probability for the second half of the 30-minute candle to continue moving bullish. That's the whole idea over here. And we're counting on the last 15-minute candle of this 30-minute to continue driving price up. So what I did at this point is I actually executed a buy right over here at this area right here. My stops are down here in the range around 149.550 and really aiming for price to continue up towards at least 149, 750, 760. How many viewers do you get on Instagram lives? Around like 500, 400, 500. Is that a big fake out of 149.500 support? 149.500. Yes, I believe that would be considered as a fake out right over here. Because price broke support for it to continue down, but it, went back in the range, went to the top of the range. It broke the high of the previous 30-minute candle. So now there's a high probability for the last hour, like the last 15-minute candle, to continue moving bullish. Now, since we're in a buy and we want price to continue to move bullish, we cannot ignore the fact that what are we going to do when price goes in a drawdown? How are we going to manage risk, right? So the way I'm going to manage risk over here is that if this 15-minute candle closes back below the range, I'm going to be closing 50% of my trade to reduce risk off of this trade, right? But if it stays above this range, then there's a very high probability we're going to continue moving bullish. Why do you anticipate 800 or 850? The reason why I anticipate 800 or 850 is because looking to the left-hand side on the 30-minute time frame, you can see that there was some sort of a rejection right over here, some sort of rejection here. So that's what I'm anticipating price to come up to, right over here to the left-hand side. So even if you get to like 766, 800, that's still going to be a pretty good target. So yeah, seems like right now we're just creating a bottom wick on the 15-minute time frame for it to propel itself bullish. But if we start closing back below the range, then obviously we're going to be looking to take some risk off of the trade so that we can lose less than what we anticipated. Gold is also trying to break above this minor resistance here, but mind you, this is also a range at this point over here. It's got like a 50 pip range over here till like 1720. Oh, nice. We're moving over here. Beautiful. Let's see. What is your entry? My entry is right over here. It's actually 149.655. That's where I entered. Your JPY is also trying to flip at this point. Pretty good, pretty good. We're moving up solid. I think around 149.755 is going to be the point where I'm going to be securing positions. That's going to be around 10 pips over there. And I think that's going to be a pretty good idea to secure positions at that point. $7.38. We're also closing in on this wick hit to the left-hand side. And we got to be really careful at this point, because if we rejected here before, there's a probability we can reject this area here again. Ooh, it looks like someone closed 10 pips already. Someone is moving stops to break even. Yeah, I think closing in on the stops is going to be a pretty good idea at this point. So what I did was I brought my stops up a little bit, and then we're going to let the rest run around 149, 635. Gold is still stuck over here. Risky trade, but I hope y'all catch it. Wasn't risky. We did our complete analysis when it comes to risk, when it comes to profit, stuff like that. What made you think it was okay without the wick? Because based on the 30-minute and the way we kind of like analyzed the 30-minute, the way we analyzed the 15-minute, the way we analyzed how we're expecting the second half of the 30-minute to continue, that's the reason why we think it was okay to take at that point. Let's take a look at this chart over here. 30-minute kind of close out of resistance, and New Zealand Swiss looking for a trade here again. Nice. So I think you may be able to look at the 15-minute time frame for price to continue moving bullish. Close full in 17 pip. Oh, nice. So you already secured profits over here. Yeah, I think gold is also trying to cover some range at this point. We have 17, 15, 17, 16 at this point right over here. Some minor resistance over here. Literally everything suggested a buy. Yes, that is correct. What I will do is I'm going to put my stops at break even over here, because if price comes down to my entry point, I don't want to take a losing trade at this point, right? And the only reason why I don't want to take a losing trade is because I haven't had a loss this week at all. So if it comes down to my entry point, I'm going to close out my entire position. Wow, look at that retracement. Let's see here. Okay, let's see here. Guys, was that even one-to-one that you captured? No. Didn't even secure positions at all at this point. Only put my stops at break even. Let's take a look at your JPY. Your JPY is still ranging. If you look at the range on your JPY, this is like a 15 pip range, 15, 16 pip range. Looking at 30-minute time frame, looks like it's just coming down to create a support to maybe continue back up. Oh wow, look at this. Someone sent me a message on Steam here. Hey, I just withdrew my first $3,000. Oh, congratulations. Very, very nice. That's beautiful. Have you looked at 10-minute time frame? It's really good for... No, I haven't looked at 10-minute time frame at all. I just focus on 15-minute, 30-minute, 1 hour, and that's about it. Looks like the 5-minute is trying to turn over here. And as it starts to turn, I think that's going to be a good idea to kind of like secure some positions. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. This is GA chart. Looking for break above, trade one, stop loss to break even. Nice. So you took a buy over here, right? And you secured. Like, what's this supposed to be? Oh, you did not secure. I think this chart is a little off. Have you heard about the news on the Canadian drone delivery that the company has several erectile dysfunctions? Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Because, you know, a company can have a lot of things wrong with it, but then that's the whole point of running a business. During a business, you run into roadblocks, and then as the business grows, you try to deal with those roadblocks, right? So as price is coming up over here, I think it's a pretty good opportunity to start looking for to secure positions. We're at 149, 730, 729. Let's see what I can secure over here today. Up about like, you know, 7 pips, 8 pips right now. So we're gonna leave it open, see what happens. Everything else is just ranging here. What time do you usually find your stop loss in trades? Would it be on the 15-minute? Actually, this stop loss was in the middle of this range right over here because we were not expecting price to come back in the range. We were expecting price to stay above this area to continue bullish. So at this point, what I did is I secured 70% of my position at this point, right over here. I secured 70% of my position and I'm leaving the rest run. And the only reason I secured position 70% is because, you know, we had a rejection right over here. And as price comes up to this wick, we don't know whether this will reject from here or it will continue moving up. So that's why I secured 70% and I'm leaving the rest run at this point. So secured at around 7 pips, you know, 8 pips. So we're going to see. What do you think about my bias? Let's take a look over here. No trade zone, clean traffic to the left hand side. Look for entries when price passes below this 1 hour wick. Yeah, it looks good. Below this wick, right over here, it looks good. The only thing is, I don't know where you got this zone from. This zone needs to be addressed because it's overlapping these candles and we don't know what's going on over here with this zone. So when we look at gold at this point, I think the only thing we can see is at this price. This is what this price is, 1708, right? We got 1708. Looking at the smaller 15-minute time frame, I think a pretty good sell can also be identified below 1713, right? Below this area, because if price falls below 1713, we have clean candles that went up, you know. And yeah, look at that. Even on the 5-minute time frame, we had clean candles that went up. And if you measure this range, this is a pretty good range actually. This is like a 30 pip range for price to continue down. Since November, gold trading amazing. Why don't you trade gold more? Because I'm more comfortable with trading pound yen. It's not about which pair moves well, it's about what you're comfortable with at the end of the day. Is it a good idea? What's this? Is it a good idea to enter a buy at the support 149.640? Yeah, I mean, if you entered at 149.640, that's a good idea. You know, because you should have been up around, you know, 10 pips at most at that point. Wow, look at that. We were right about that rejection there before. So whoever secured the bag, whoever secured something up over there, congratulations. I secured something up there because price went up, came down, went back up again. You know, so I got a little bit like, hey, wait a minute, what's going on? Is price giving me a second chance to secure positions? Yeah, so I guess my position is going to get stopped out at break even here, regardless. Okay, yeah, I got stopped out at break even over here. So all in all, from this trade, I got like 7 pips out of it. It was worth a shot. It was a pretty good trade, I think. Trade 1 GJ buys plus 7 pips. Every pip counts. Trust me. Every single pip counts. Can we give this trade a second chance by going to the 30-minute time frame if it closes above resistance? I think what you may want to do is, now since this 30-minute candle is going to close, the only way I'm going to be able to give this trade a second chance is that if the next 15-minute candle closes bullish, right? That's something what I want to see. I want to see the next 15-minute candle close like this and anticipate the one after that to continue moving bullish. That's what I want to see at that point. Ooh, secured profits on my 20th birthday. Happy birthday. Rafi Farouk has his birthday today. I hope you do well. 20 years. I remember when I was 20 years old. Man, I didn't know anything at all when I was 20 years old. What would you say is a decent win rate for scalping? A decent win rate for scalping could be maybe like 60%, 70%, still a pretty good win rate there. You know, as long as you're managing risk. As long as you're managing risk, it's a pretty good win rate at that point. All right, look at this. Look at the 15-minute candle, closed back below the range. Looking at the 30-minute candle, closed back below the range. So no trade over here now. There's no trade at this point. Now if you measure this range, this is like a 12 pip range. So this is going to be a no trade range. Oh my God, what's this? What did we do? Right over here. Yeah. This is going to be a no trade range at this point. Yeah, I'm going to label that as a no trade range. But if this 15-minute candle starts moving bullish, so be it. I think if it's going to continue moving up, I think it should continue up towards 149.800, 149.850. But ideally, if I want to give my trade a second chance, I want this 15-minute candle to close bullish. Otherwise, there's going to be nothing here for me. Let's take a look at this chart over here. This is pound AUD. You're looking for sells below the support, makes sense, minor support, and buys above this minor resistance, makes sense. You got clean candles moving up, so could be a clean move down. Same thing here, clean candles moving down, could be a same move up over here. You also got pretty nice range over here too, like 15, 20 pips over here. What's this over here? What's the meaning of the wicks at 750? 750, this wick means that price rejected this level, and that's the reason I secured positions once we came up towards 149, 730, 740. What's your observation about the current market? Like from last month, it has been changed so much and still changing and creating so much wick in pound pairs. My observation is pretty simple. There's nothing fundamentally that's happening at this point. Everything is at a standstill. So we gotta take price action as it's presented to us. If it's presented us in a way that it's going to consolidate, it's going to consolidate. If it's presented to us in a way it's going to trend bullish or trend bearish, then we gotta look at that from that point of view. There's NFP tomorrow, so I doubt there's going to be any volume on gold here in the New York session here today. I mean, if it is, it should be below 1713. But if it's not, then it's not, because we got some massive news coming in tomorrow. Let me show you guys here. People who don't know about NFP. Now, yesterday we had ADP, right? And the numbers on ADP were really bad. Like, look at this. It was like 117,000. They were expecting 203,000. The reason why gold did not go up with this bad number is because it's not this. This is just a company. This is just a company's data telling us what they're expecting numbers to be. Right? They're expecting numbers to be bad. So a company's data is not going to move the market. What they're waiting for is NFP right over here, which they're expecting to be really solid, because January NFP was at 49,000, right? They're expecting 185,000 for February. That's a big change. So, and I also think the reason gold came down on the 4-hour time frame right over here, like in the past 2-3 days, is because maybe that good news on NFP is being already priced into the market for gold. So it's going to be pretty interesting what's going to happen tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting, but like right now gold is a mess. There is high impact news all day on all pairs. Why are you trading today? That's a comment made by Mr. Arsalan Ali in the Gulag chat. So let's take a look over here. There is high volatile news on all pairs all day. Please tell me where. Please tell me. Where is it? At 7:30, I don't see any high impact news. At 8:30, I don't see any high impact news. The only high impact news I see is at 12:05. So either my eyes are wrong, or maybe you're having some problems reading stuff over here, which are basically, I mean, I don't know. I'm not even gonna get into that. Way too early. All right. If you get a close above 149.760, if we get a close above 760, can we expect to push up to 150? Yes. See, here's the thing. This is a strong resistance right over here, right? This is strong resistance here, 149.630. If you get higher, if you get like a high time frame candle is closing above this area, like a 30-minute time frame, 1 hour time frame, then there's a higher probability for price to continue moving bullish, right? But for that to happen, you need the smaller time frame candles to print in your favor. So that's why we're waiting for this candle to close over here, so that you can expect the next candle to continue moving bullish. On your second trade, are you only going to risk your 7 pip profit or same lot size? You know what? If I get a second, if I get a second chance on these buys, I may not take it. You know, because I've been having a amazing week so far. I've had 0 losses this week so far. You know, and I don't want to take. I mean, we'll see. If the confirmation is pretty good, I may take it with like a lower risk. But other than that, I'm probably not gonna. I'm not gonna take another trade. So someone called it the best. Call it a week before the week calls you. That's absolutely true. Gold is also struggling here at this point. Let's take a look at this chart here by Corey Han. So this is pound USD. If price breaks up previous candle high, I was thinking a buy stop loss under the current candle. Let's take a look at that idea over here. Pound USD. Let's see. Oh wow, we still respecting that level over here. Let's remove all analysis. Let's do some top-down analysis here on pound USD. So basically, daily candles are ranging, right? We have a support over here. We got some resistance up over there. Let's take a look on the 4-hour time frame. 4 hours also in a range over here. Now see this, we have a support at 1.39280. At the same time, we have some sort of a resistance up here and a resistance around 1.39850. So let's take a look at that on the 1-hour time frame. So looking at the 1 hour, we can identify a one resistance up over here at 1.39620. Going down to the 30-minute time frame, that's a pretty solid resistance. I think a break above 1.39630 would be a much better idea for price to continue moving bullish, since we have another resistance at 1.39800. This is around 20 pips. How much is it? 19 pips up over here, right? But if we start taking a buy above this wick at this point, the range, I don't think it's enough range. It's like a 9-pip range over here for buys. So I would say maybe wait for price to break above 1.39620 for it to be able to continue up in this clean area, going up towards, you know, 1.39800. Hope that makes sense. But when we're looking for sells, I think sells below this area would be much better, but then you run into this rejection over here as well. So we'll have to see what happens. But this is a range at this point now. See that? Look at that. This is why we wait for candles to close, right? If someone took a buy over here, you're probably in drawdown at this point. You have to wait for the candles to close. You know? Confirmations. Confirmations, my friends. We have to wait for confirmations. Gold is still ranging over here. You got resistance. Yeah, you got resistance up over there. We also got this minor resistance here. I wonder where my gold chart went. Everything just disappeared. Let's take a look on the 5-minute smaller time frame. Yeah, there's a lot of mess over here for buys. And the only reason there's a lot of mess is because there are a lot of wicks over here at this point. Right over here. So I'm not a fan of trading gold at this point because we got NFP tomorrow. So I think it's going to be much better to wait for NFP tomorrow to trade gold. I think if I would want to look at a really good opportunity for gold, I think it's going to be above 1719, because if price can come above 1719, then you have a clean range going all the way up towards 1722, 1723, 1724. And if you measure this range, just like a 36, 38, 40 pip range over here. So that's something I would basically entertain above 1719, 1720. Looking for selling opportunities, I think it's going to be much better below, like, 1713. Oh, we got a pitchfork. Yeah, below 1713 would be a much better idea here. Unrelated topic, but you should check out the car company Lucid. Yes, I've heard about car company Lucid. Let's take a look at this chart over here. This is a range. Looking for buys above 1719, 1720. Looks good. Looks good. Looking for sells below 1707. That also looks good too. I think I'm looking at in more depths here below, 1715, just for like a scalp trade below this area for price to continue down towards 1710 and maybe down towards 1708. Do you ever use any pullback strategy? I've mostly only seen the breakout or breakdown. Pullback strategies, no, not a pullback. A pullback strategy means you're trying to trade against the trend. And when you try to trade against the trend, there's a very high probability it's not going to work all the time. So it's not a good idea to kind of like trade against the trend. Let's take a look at this chart over here. This is a 20 pip range. Sells below 1.79, 130 makes sense. You got clean candles moving up. Yeah, looks good. Looks absolutely perfect. You got resistance. You got support mark. You're waiting for candles to close below support and potentially take a sell. One thing I learned with helping me was if a loss hurts your account, you're over risking. If a lot hurts your mindset, you're overthinking. Oh, nice one. That's pretty good. So for impulse entries, are they only to be taken when price is breaking into an area where it hasn't broken and rejected before? Sort of, yes. Sort of, yes. We've done a complete webinar on that too, impulsive entries. I mean, taking impulse entries, it's extremely risky, because it's the same way as saying that, okay, I'm going to take an impulse entry if price breaks a high, or it's like saying I'm going to have like a buy stop. Right? It's extremely risky because whenever you're taking an impulse entry, that means you're taking an entry on a high at that point, right? So it's very easy from that point, price can retrace and hit your stop loss. So it requires a lot of practice, a lot of experience watching those trades play out. What time frame do you analyze gold on? I mean, I'll analyze from like the 1 hour time frame, 30-minute time frame, look for clean traffic through the left hand side. So look, buys here look good on the 30-minute time frame. Buys there look good on the 15-minute time frame here as well. But sells only look good on the 15-minute time frame. Because look, now we can see a support, and below the support we have clean candles that moved up, so we can possibly anticipate clean candles to move down as well once we start breaking down. Do you believe in risk to reward ratio? I've been watching your last couple of days and I didn't notice anything related to risk reward. No, I don't really worry about risk reward ratio at all. I think risk reward is very subjective. I think that's an asinine old idea about risk reward. Yeah, risk reward is really subjective, right? Like let's say for example, you can have a buy over here, right? And you can have your stop loss down here, you can have your take profit up over here, and this is going to be a 1-to-1 risk reward, right? It's 1-to-1 risk reward. If price comes up to, let's say 149.740, and then you bring your stop loss up, now you have 1-to-3 risk reward, right? And if you further increase your take profit, now your risk reward is 1 to 5. But when you put your stop loss at break even, now you have completely positive risk reward at that point. So I think it's completely subjective risk reward. And I've never really focused on risk reward either. I focused on having a winning trade. I focused on securing profits, mostly 10 pips, 12 pips, and that's it. That's all what I've done for the past 4 years, 5 years. That's made me money consistently. And that's what I continue to do. And that's what I continue to teach too, because that's something that's worked for me. It has also worked for like a bunch of other people too. Because man, trust me, you can never go broke securing profits. You have to secure profits. So look, price came up over here to this wick fill. I secured profits, even though that was 6 pips, that was 7 pips. At the end of the day, I secured profits, and if I call it a day at that point, I'm ending my day in profits. So that's something that matters to me a lot. Update on my funding talent account. I'm up 22%. Oh, nice. Beautiful. Carly is having a profitable week over here. Also not a single loss, even if my winners. Okay, look at this, right? Look at this 15-minute candle. Candle closed above this area. Now this candle has a very high probability to continue moving up towards, 149,800, 149,820. If I hadn't had taken the first trade, I would have been executing on this trade right over here for price to continue moving bullish. And stops would be below this 15-minute candle, which is like 8-9 pips away. And then obviously targets are around 149,800, 149,840, 830. Is GJ ranging now? I don't think so. Let's take a look over here. This is GA. Looks good. Looks pretty good. Break below this support, we can continue moving bearish. GJ 30-minute chart entry for price to move up. Nice. Nice. I think this is it right over here for price to continue moving. Regarding your new incoming broker, Dominion Markets, is it available in France? Yes. Would you take the buys even though the previous 15-minute candle broke the lows but not highs of the previous candle? Yes, because we're closing above the zone, right? We're closing above this resistance at this point. So if you're executing on these buys, you're executing on these buys based on your own research, based on your own risk assessment, and all those things combined. So if price starts to go against you, if you get candles closing bearish, you have to manage risk. You have to take some profits and maybe take some risk off as well. So always start to think about how you're going to mitigate risk in every trade you take. Can we have a gold webinar with Kervin? That's something you'll have to ask Kervin. How much do we need in our account for full-time living profits? It depends on where you live, actually. So this is buys after strong close over here for price to continue moving up. Above 149,750. Yeah, that looks good. That's a little safer buys over there for price to continue on towards, 850, 900, and then all the way up towards 150. So you're being safe over there to wait for break above 149,750. But even though price continues up from this point and reaches 149,820, 840, then I guess you'll have to take a look to see that, okay, how you could have executed on this trade for a move up. So I think that's going to be pretty important. Can you explain how do taxes work for a Forex trader? That depends on your location. Let's take a look at this chart over here. GA, sell. Yeah, I don't think this is a good idea to take a sell over here. I think a better idea would be to take sell below these wicks right here. This would be a better idea to take a sell, not over here. That's what I think. Because essentially if this candle starts breaking the lows of these wicks, then there's a higher probability for it to continue down. But these wicks basically mean there's a rejection here, right? So if this candle starts rejecting support, it's because we're rejecting these wicks at that point. Oh, look at this. I've been impatient with my losses, has brought my winning percentage to 40%. Is there something wrong with that? I've been having a losing streak since last week. I mean, you got to take a look at it this way, right? What has your winning percentage has been before um, managing losses? You know, if it has increased, I think it's pretty good. And you can have a break-even winning percentage and still have like a winning month or like winning trades, because like, you know, your losses are smaller and your profits, they look almost the same. Looks like gold is also about to break above 1720 over here. It's going to be interesting to see if we break above this area and continue on to 1723 or not. All right, let's take a look over here. What would you say the average time you're in a trade? I think like 10 minutes. 10 minutes maximum I've been in a trade has been like maybe half an hour, 45 minutes. Let's take a look at this analysis over here. This is a GA 30-minute chart. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Sell stops once the wick is breaking. Good, beautiful. So you're taking sells below this wick for price to continue down. I think it's a pretty good idea. It's a really good idea. Let's take a look over here at GA. I think these sells are working out on GA here for guys here. Gold is also coming up. Your JPY is also ranging. We're going to take a quick look at GA. Oh, nice. Look at that. We are breaking below these wicks over here at this point. We broke below these wicks and price should have... Yeah, I think we should continue down. Maybe to like, yeah, you got like a nice range here, like 13, 15 pip range, 20 pip range. So all we need is this 15-minute candle to stay below this area, right? If this 15-minute candle starts closing above this area, or if it starts breaking its own high, I think at that point you'll have to maybe manage risk or close like 50% at that point right over there. Let's take a look at this over here. Gold. We have gold. Gold chart. Buys above 1718 right over here. Targeting 1721. Looks good. I'm also looking at the same thing over here. Sells below 1715. I'm actually looking at sells below 1712. Below, say, 1713. Because we got clean candles here in the smaller time frames for price to continue down. So we'll have to see what happens. We got another gold chart coming in. Oh, nice. Someone got buys on gold. Beautiful. Enter once 30-minute candle close. 40 pips. Done. Very nice. Just want to say thank you. 3 years of struggling and went to successful demo to a winning week on my live account. Oh, nice, Vehan. Beautiful. Winning week on live account. Nice. Being very picky on which trade I take, and taking only one trade a day has changed everything. That's it. One trade a day can change everything. Trust me on that. The only problem you're going to have is when you close or when you take a losing trade. That's the problem you're going to have at that point. When you take a losing trade, you'll have to call it a day. If you don't call it a day, man, compounding losses is really easy. Because you're like, all right, let me make this quick loss back. And then we all know what happens after that. You get on the chopping block of the market. The market lays you down flat and starts chopping you into pieces. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's take a look at this. Totally unrelated news over here. Dilapidated garbage hits Toronto housing market for 729,000. Oh, nice. Look at this house. $729,000. Beautiful. Pretty nice place, to be honest. Not bad. Got a little lawn over there. It comes with 4 chairs. You can have 4 family members living in there. Not bad. Looks like pound yen is on its way here now towards, 149,800. And I'm going to be cheering it on as it moves up. All right, let's take a look at this gold trade sent by Cute Burger. Cute Burger sent the gold trade. It had a buys on 5-minute time frame, entry when the 5-minute candle broke to have the previous 5-minute candle, secured 80%. Oh, nice. Very nice. Yeah, I think, nice, man. I think a lot of guys are learning from these 5-minute time frames on gold. What do you think about GJ? Carmen, I think GJ should continue moving bullish. The only problem is that we're having some issues breaking above these wicks. This is a rejection area, right? So previously we had rejected here. So I think this is where we rejected over here as well. We had a buy trade come up over there, and now we're back above this area right here. So we have, some people are in this buys over here. They took buys somewhere right here, expecting price to break up. If we break up, awesome. But if we start closing bearish, I think then you'll have to manage risk over there, maybe close 50%, and really apply those risk management techniques. So I think it's a good thing I didn't give my trade a second chance, or it would have been a losing trade after having a small win over here.
Roger, where you got that resistant at?
This one?
Is that no the top one, the very top one? Yeah.
Oh, this is a level right over here, to the left from the left hand side. Like it's on a small time frames.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Then you got at like 150 up over here. Yeah, that's from the small time frames. Oh wow, that rejection is massive. So that's a very, very strong area for price to break. Iron Man talking to Ted live yesterday was such a gong show. Yeah, I think there's some emotional instability issues over there that they need to address. So it looks like GA is still in the game over here for a price to continue down, which is pretty good. Any guests for tomorrow? If not, could you invite... No, we're not inviting him as a guest. How much money do you need in an account for 5 to 10 lots? Here's the thing. It's not about how much money you need in an account to trade 5 to 10 lots. It depends on how much are you willing to lose. Because if you're gonna trade with a 10 lot volume, your average loss is going to be around $1,000. So you're looking at losing $1,000. So if you only have 6,000 to your name and you're going to put that towards trading, I think it's going to be a very bad idea to start with 10 lots. Also starting with 5 lots, because your minimum loss you're looking at is around $500, $600. So I don't think it's going to be a smart idea. I think if you want to safely use 5 lots safely, at least 20,000. At least 20,000. Because like 500 of 20,000 is what? 2.5%? 2.5%. All right, let's take a look at this pound yen over here. If candle closed above buy position, create a resistance. That's good. Oh, so you're looking for price to break above this area. I think a pretty good idea would be to break above these wicks now for price to continue moving bullish, because we're showing rejections here now. Right, so now this is going to be a very tough cookie to crack. Ooh, we have 420 participants in the Zoom chat. Oh, you know what that means? I knew, please. Do you take trade on real account? Yes. Can you give some insight on the emotional attachment to money and the hard feelings that come with losses? yeah, like when you take a loss, then you want to take another trade because you want to make that loss back. And you just need to say, no, I'm not going to take another trade and I'm going to call it a day. That's what you need to tell yourself. Emotional attachment to money, everyone has it. I mean, when you lose money, you feel sad, right? But when you make money, here's the thing. Here's what I've noticed from my own personality, right? In the beginning, when I lost money, the emotions attached to losing money were greater than the emotions attached to making money. And that's a wild concept if you think about it, right? Because some days I would make, let's say, $100. The emotions of making $100, maybe they're going to be like, let's say, 6 out of 10. But when I would lose money, even though if I would lose like $20, the emotions attached to losing $20 would be like 10 out of 10. So I really had to come to grips with that. I really had to understand that, okay, listen, if I'm losing $20, it's totally fine. One loss a day doesn't break me, doesn't do anything. But even if I'm winning trade, I have to accept that as well. A winning trade is just like a losing trade. It's just one trade. That's it. It's just one trade. Either that's the winning trade or that's the losing trade. If it's the winning trade, then you can try to see how you can replicate that trade the next day and have another win. But if it's a losing trade, you need to look at that and say that, okay, what could I have done things differently? What could I have? Maybe I could have waited for a candle to close, or something. All right, so 1 hour candle is still bullish. We got 30-minute candle closing above this area. Looks pretty good. The only thing is we got these rejections over here. Looking at the 15-minute candle, 15-minute is slowly creeping up here. So it's kind of like getting into that ranging consolidation shape at this point. Can you disable the sound on your magic keys? I don't even have magic keys on. The keyboard is pretty loud. Oh. I think it's someone else typing. All right, so gold closed above 1719, 1720. We're actually looking for a break above 1720, let's say 50, for price to continue bullish. I think that's going to be a pretty good idea, a pretty good trade, like a 20, 30 pip trade over there for price to continue up. Would a better idea entering 2 positions on 1 trade, leaving 1 runner and close the other position? Yes, that's good too. Very low liquidity today? Yes, because we have NFP tomorrow. NFP is a high volume day. Oh, look at that 15-minute candle. Closed like a doji candle. 30-minute candle closed bearish. I guess if someone's in pound AUD, it's still good that it's continuing moving bearish at this point. Because maybe we can hide this doji candle like this because there's nothing that happened, because the candle opened and closed at the same time. Do you think the simulator apps will helpful for new trader? Yes, I still use them. I managed risk on GJ, but wanted to know, would you add risk back above 149,755? I would not add risk back, and the only reason is because we got 149,800 right there, and we got 149,830 right over there, 7 pips away. So adding risk back is like taking a trade. So you gotta think about that too. Like, if you didn't take a trade, would you be taking a trade above 149,755 or 760? That's something I would look at first. So there are opportunities where you can add risk back and still have like a nice trade, but then there are opportunities which basically limit you with that because the range is not enough. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. This is a GJ 5-minute chart. What do you talk? Anytime you. Someone's having a bad day. What do you think of a sell stop in this area? I think a sell stop below this area, 149,600, probably, I don't know, because the range is like 10 pips, right? It's a 10 pip range. So I don't think that could be a very good range to take a trade in. I don't think so. I think a better idea to take a trade is probably going to be below this 1 hour support. 149,500. That's going to be a much better idea to take a trade. Can you be my daddy today? I can be your daddy every day, all day if you want me to. It's by Michael Kiftis. And also, thanks for everything. First week ever of no losses. Oh, nice. For, man, you guys in the gulag are hilarious. It's like Comedy Central in the gulag. Let's take a look at this chart here. Ooh, what's this? Heavy rejection right here. Looking for heavy rejection here as well. Yeah, looks good. I mean, if you're taking a trade based on that, nice. What I'm looking for is, for sells, I'm looking for break below 149,500. I have someone who's trying to catch the money out of Forex rather than pips and constantly losing. Any word of advice to grab his attire on from his bad habit? I think he needs to focus on 1 or 2 trades a day. You have to focus on 1 or 2 trades a day. There's no way around it. There's no way around it. Trust me, man. Like, I've been doing this for about 5 years now. I've done everything in the book. I've traded with a lot of indicators. I've done everything. The only thing that worked was 1 to 2 trades a day and getting some education. That's it. Stick to 1 or 2 trades a day. It's gonna work. There's no way it's not gonna work. It's midnight here, and when I got notification of Uncle Ted live streaming, that guy freaked me out. Have you ever kept a trade overnight? Yes, a bunch of times. I've kept a trade overnight. Hey, Raja, I took this trade on London Open. It slapped me hard, and also found out the hard way that trading 2 sessions will do you no good. Yes, that's correct. You have to focus on 1 session, because every session has its own volatility, has its own nuances, has its own ways of moving. So look at this candle close above resistance. She took a buy. Should have took partial profits here. Oh, okay. Put stop loss to break even too. That's what I did this morning. This morning, price came up towards 149.740. I took partial profits, and the rest hit my stop loss at break even. What software should I use to start as a first-time trader? I think MetaTrader would be a pretty good idea. Let's take a look at EURUSD. And before we take a look at EURUSD, let's take a look at the Chinese indicator over here. Let's see here. So they are saying pound is strong, yen is weak, pound, yen should go up, okay, whatever. And euro is weak, and USD is in there, so it's kind of like borderline ranging. So let's take a look over here. Oh, wrong chart sent by the gulag, Mr. Mikkel Fredrickson. Wrong chart. Hey Raja, I have the same problem. My losing trade emotions are far greater than my winners. What helped you? What helped me was to identify that, okay, a winning trade is just like the same as a losing trade. That's basically it. You just have to accept that. And you have to accept your losses, and you have to try to learn from those losses. Oh, look at this. GA is coming back here. So this is where you should be closing 50%, because now it's not turning out to be a good idea to continue down. Gold is also, we're waiting to break above 117.20.50, and then we can continue on upwards. Is a buy stop at 149.780 a good idea? I don't think so, because your range is literally 830, 850 at that point. Yeah, I mean, looking at 30-minute time frame, it's still open over here. 5 minutes there, 15 minutes there. I think we'll need to see another bullish candle closing on the 15-minute to anticipate the next one to continue going up. And I do honestly think that the New York Open volume can really push price bullish as well. What about FinWiz? I saw many people look into that website. I have no idea what FinWiz is. Is there anyone I can speak with concerning Magic Keys? Yes, you can email. You can email Magic Keys. All right, let's take a look at USD CAD over here. We got some USD CAD traders here as well. So looking at the daily time frame, we're basically creating support. Oops. Looking at the 4-hour time frame, we're ranging at this point. Wow, 4 hours actually ranging over here. Looking at the 1-hour time frame, we're also creating a support here in the 1-hour time frame. Yeah, it's pretty messy over here, USD CAD. We got another resistance up over there. And if we measure this range, this is a 33 pip range. Okay, let's look at the 30-minute time frame. 30-minute is just ranging. It's literally a solid range over here. You got a minor resistance up over here around 1.29, 26590. I mean, this range is like 15, 16 pip. You got minor support over there. So this is going to be like a no trade range here. I think above 1.26600, you have some range, but it's like there's still a lot of problems over here. You got a rejection up over here. You got minor resistance here in the 30-minute time frame. So a lot of problems over here. I think the only thing is going to be probably buys over here above 1.26750. Yeah, a lot of problems over here. And I think the main reason it's just ranging is because of NFP tomorrow. That's about it. We got a high volatile news event coming tomorrow. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. Was this a good entry point to take an impulse buy at the break of the high? Yes. I think someone took this trade. So I think this is something you can keep this in the back of your mind to see that if it's going to happen again or not. You know, because all these opportunities, they happen all the time, over and over again. Should I copy your trades to grow my account, while at the same time focusing on why you took it on the process? Well, Mr. Aaron Abraham, you can if you want to, but at the same time, you have to follow risk management as well. Because we have a lot of intelligent people here in the Gulag who take the same trades as me, but they don't follow the same risk management, so and they end up losing more, you know, than losing less. And the reason why I call them intelligent is out of pure sarcasm, because you know when you're going to copy something, you have to also copy the good and the bad as well.
So better say there's a lot of dumbasses.
Yeah, at times we can be intelligent dumbasses, you know. It's like in my language we say nakal ke liye bhi akal chahiye. This means if you want to cheat, you need a brain to cheat with that as well.
That is right from Pakistan.
Yeah, exactly. I need to go through my trades with someone, but I don't know anyone that trades. What does that mean? Brother, you have 400 people here in the Zoom chat who trade. You can send the chart in the Slack. You can send the chart to me. Like in your household or... Can you please explain 5-minute gold strategy? There's no such thing as a 5-minute gold strategy. I mean, it's basically based on volume. I mean, if we break above, let's say 1720, 550, we're expecting price to move up. You know, and if you look on the smaller time frames, that's going to mean a break of this minor resistance for price to move up. Looks like a lot of people want Tervin to do a gold webinar.
It's a delicate situation because to trade gold, I need anybody who wants to trade gold back test gold at least 3 months. Because if not, man, they'll be looking for trades when gold is ranging, and you know it's dangerous. The same that has been happening since yesterday. If you look at gold on the 4 hours, it's been ranging. Same with GJ. So it's really hard to trade gold. Sometimes, yeah, 5 minutes it's gonna work with volume. But if you're trying to catch moves with 5 minute strategy on gold when there's no volume, let me tell you, you're gonna suffer a lot.
Yeah, I think that's right. Like, I mean, to really even attend a webinar of something that volatile, you have to actually backtest it. So you can mitigate like a lot of basic questions of like, what times there are pushes and things of that nature.
Yeah. For example, GJ right now, in a perfect world where volume is there in the market, at this point, the next 15-minute candle, even this 5-minute candle on GE should break above that resistance, creating a healthy 15-minute candle. But we don't have that volume yet, so it's really hard to trade when there's no volume. You guys had a really nice buys this morning with Raja, and I'm glad they paid out really good. But when there's no volume, it's really hard.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I feel I was very lucky to secure positions.
I think you got lucky though.
Yeah.
See that 15-minute candle close just right at the resistance. So even though it's closing above the previous bearish candle, the body of the previous bearish candle, you basically want to see something like this. This candle respecting this support right here. So this candle can easily drive price to the potential target that Raja has. But you don't know if this 15-minute candle is gonna do a pullback to retest this support before continuing up, because there's not enough volume. When there's volume, it's an easy move. Same thing happened with gold.
What do you mean not enough volume? It's 7:45. It's 15 minutes prior to.
Yes, but look at the size of the 1 hour candles, 30-minute candles. It's a dangerous situation right there, because you don't have traffic to the left. So at this point, if there's a lot of volume, you can easily get 20-30 pips on a 30-minute candle, and it's not happening yet. So that's if you look left, basically from 149 600, even 149 300, you have clear traffic. Look out to the left, those red candles, huge candles, and today they're not there yet.
I still think the way the candles are closing bullish on the 30-minute and the 1 hour, and we're approaching NY Open, it should continue pushing bullish from here.
Yeah, it should. It should.
Ooh, someone was saying gold sell, gold sell. Man, you guys need to relax.
Hey, Karun, brother, how are you doing?
Good.
Bro, I want to ask you that if price action like bearish pin bar, bullish pin bar, then engulfer work on the gold.
If pin bars, the price action is the same for any pair. Yeah, so it's gonna work basically the same. The price action. That's the beauty of price action. When you trade without indicators, price action is king. So price action is really clear to understand.
Totally agreed, bro. So on 1 hour chart, you can see there's a long pin bar on 1500.
Yes.
Today.
Yeah.
So if we take the 50% fib, yes, there was support below it, and then the candle moves like up.
Yes.
So I am looking this thing like previously from 8 to 9 months. Like if there is a pin bar or if there is an engulfer, then price shoots up within 1 to 2 hours.
Yeah, that's fine. Yesterday we had the really nice sells. You know, a $5 move coming up from 1708 on gold. It did that nice move to the downside, the $5 move that I used to look.
Okay.
So, but we have rejection. The same 1 hour candle that broke below that support closed back inside this nasty range between 1711 and 1720. Basically, so right now we haven't closed about 1720. I would like to see at least a 1 hour candle closing above 1720 to look for buys. Easy target 1724, which is the top range on the previous 4 hour candles. And from there, you know, if we break and close above 1724, then there's
So that will move
huge
swift.
chance that we're gonna retest those highs at 1735.
Okay, brother, that's helpful.
But at
Thank
this
you.
point, you don't. Yeah, you can play the range with gold. For example, right now the current 30-minute candle is doing this retracement. So if this 30-minute candle close bearish and you have a retest toward the 1720 and start breaking below that, let's say the
candle low.
that candle low, you can play that range. The problem is the stop loss. And, you know, and in a dangerous range like gold is right now is dangerous.
Just dangerous, yes.
Yeah,
I agree with you. I totally agree. Thank you, Kevin, bro.
yeah, man. Easy buys on gold. It's gonna be looking about 1720 going to 1724, 1725, or waiting for this 4 hour candle to close and see what's gonna happen with the next 4 hour candle. But everything looks like it's a nasty range. It's nasty a big range from 1706 to 1721. But I mean it's dangerous. It's a big range, but it's dangerous. Because you don't have direction. Okay. You want to see a nice direction on at least on the 4 hour candles.
I appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, man, no problem.
Posting on it. And I see this, and I go, wow, this isn't very great, but it was related to me. That's why I posted on it. If you notice, I never posted on anything that wasn't related to me. So let me ask, okay.
iPhone, yeah.
Oh, mute yourself, bro.
Yeah.
Kevin.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, brother.
Morning, man.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. What about you?
I'm doing okay, man. I'm back, man. How are you doing? I was on a road trip to Colorado, just like you took.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. Beautiful, man.
Yeah, man. I love road trips.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
All right.
Good to see you, brother.
So, I guess nothing's happening at this point.
Nothing yet.
Nope. Gold is ranging. Expected NFP tomorrow. Pound yen is struggling to break above this area, 149.750. The only thing I don't like is that there's not enough range for it to break above 149.750. We got like a 7 pip range, 8 extended. So we'll need a lot of volume to push price through 149.850 to continue to 150 up over here. Hey Raja, normally I cut off 50% at 3 to 4 pips and rest as, is that okay? Yeah, I think you're choking your trade at that point. If you're, oh, you cut off, I'm not sure if that's 3 to 4 pip profit or in drawdown. So you gotta be very specific. I'm not sure. If that's in drawdowns, I think you gotta let your trade breathe a little bit. You know, at least wait for a high to be broken to, like, you know, maybe to manage risk or something like that. But if you're securing positions at 3 to 4 pips, I think you need to let your trade breathe a little bit. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. This chart is sent by, I believe, I Can Fly. Okay. Currently a 4-hour support zone, waiting for a strong close below support to continue downtrend. Yeah, looks good. I'm not sure where the zone is coming from. You got to maybe change this zone a little bit. Maybe bring this down over here for a much better visual representation of what you're looking for. Yeah, that's something what you need to do at that point. But I think pretty good sells are going to be below 1713 for gold to continue down. Other than that, that's fine. I'm 24 minutes in buy on GJ. Still trust what I see many times. That's good. That's good. Trust is something that's going to lead you to promised land. You know, trusting the analysis and also at the same time making sure that you're also managing risk at that time as well. Could unemployment claims affect GJ? Probably not. Maybe a little bit. The spread is going to go up higher, but that's about it. You know, they're looking at 758,000, which means they're looking at less people being employed. So, you know, it's also a low impact news. So we're going to see how that moves gold or even yen today.
Get an easy move before this 1 hour candle close toward 149,850 on GJ. You think that's possible, Raja? 10 pips, something like that?
840, 850, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Does the news move JPY as well? Yes. It doesn't move it. It affects it. It affects it a little bit. Not necessarily it's going to make it keep on trending, but it's going to affect it a little bit. So we're going to see how the NY Open is going to affect things over here. Looking at the 1 hour time frame, we're really bullish over here. Looking at the 30-minute time frame, we're also pretty bullish here. Expecting the next 30-minute candle to continue up, you know, with the NY Open. I'm here for the 3rd day. You are a very good guy. Oh, thank you. You're a very good guy. Let's see here. Let me turn off my WhatsApp notifications. I call it a day right now. I'm just sitting here watching you guys. Hey, nice, Caesar. That's amazing. I've called it a day too. I'm just basically watching how price moves here for the rest of the day now. Can you see this analysis, please? No, I cannot see this analysis. I think I'm going to stop trading on the 15-minute time frames. All my losses come from that time frame. Better go back to the 30-minute time frame. Oh.
Let me call Bojo.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good volume here. Also moving in towards the NY Open.
Yeah.
Coming up towards
10 pips
840.
done, bro.
Nice.
Yeah, the good thing with the hourly candle, the way it's moving, I like the idea that the next 1 hour candle is just gonna make a straight push. So I just want to see this 1 hour candle closing above 149,850. It's gonna be really hard because there's only 3 more minutes. But I know GJ can give me that.
I got impatient looking at the 5-minute and closed early. Yeah, a 5-minute. See, I've said it over and over again. 5-minute are weak confirmation timeframes. Weak confirmation timeframes. So it's probably not the best idea to look at the 5-minute timeframes, especially something that's not as volatile as gold. Gold, on the other hand, you can get some nice moves on gold because look at the 5-minute candles on gold. You know, they're pretty big at times. You know, 15 pips, 20 pips. On pound yen, that's not the case. USD CAD is still ranging. Let's see what GA did over here. Ooh, GA also continued going bearish over here. Nice. That was also a pretty good analysis on GA for price to continue bearish below this support. Sorry for the wrong chart. Got it fixed now. I would love some feedback. All right. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look at the feedback. Man, can't even see anything on this chart. Like, what's this? Secure 50%. All I can say is looks good. That's the only thing I can say looking at this chart is this looks good. You have this dinosaur looking like thing coming down between these candles. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. You sending the wrong chart and sending this chart is the same thing. I mean, it's just, I just can't see anything. I'm sorry. I just have nothing to comment on. Other than the fact you have a support right down over there, and that's it. Otherwise, it looks good, I guess. Look at the difference in this chart and the difference in this chart right here. A difference of night and day. Oh, hey, Anthony.
Good morning, guys. Good morning.
Hey.
I just wanted to share. Man, these past 2 weeks for me have been like super hard, like insanely hard. And I took into consideration like journaling my trades, and I noticed that like all my losses like these past 2 weeks have been on the 15-minute. Today I was like, I'm not looking at the 15-minute at all. I'm gonna chill. And man, like it finally feels good to like actually win a trade and feel confident in it, man. Wow. Like I just wanted to share that with you guys.
Yeah, what time frame and what trade was that?
So I took it on the 30-minute.
Okay.
So I saw price created a resistance at 149.634, and the bullish candle that I think it was the trade you took, it closed below that resistance. So I wanted price to close like above that resistance to take a buy, and it happened perfectly. So on the next candle, I took a buy once it closed, and my TP was at 149.801, and like I was gonna have like runners run to 149.870, but I was like, all right, let me chill. I took my 10 pips.
Yeah.
Let me break this losing streak. And
Nice.
yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you.
That's beautiful. And it looks like gold also broke above this area we talked about, 1720.50, and continued on towards our zone here, 1723.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Great analysis on gold. So this would have been a perfect impulse entry above 1720.50. Above this bearish candle, and boom, straight up at NY Open.
Morning, Curran.
Morning.
Cute Burger had 4 trades in gold today, 4 wins. Beautiful Cute Burger. Want to know what kind of burger is that? Is it like a small burger, like one of those small tiny ones? It's like a big fat Cute Burger.
Lighter, maybe.
Yeah. Oh wow, GA is still moving down over here. Question: in a pair like GJ, if the yen is weak, will the chart trend bullish or bearish? It will trend bearish. Oh no, bullish. Sorry, bullish, because it's inversely proportional. What's the best capital to trade here in Forex? You can start from $100, $50. You can go towards 100,000, million, 10 million. It's all up to you how much you want to start with. And looks like we're going to call this a potential target reached on GJ here. The only problem is had some issues breaking away from this level, but I think this candle closing bullish gave us more confirmations for price to continue moving bullish as the volume came in NY Open. Have you gone in for the trade on GJ, or are you waiting still for the right opportunity? Already took a buy on GJ earlier on in the morning, got like 7 pips out of it, and that was it. Can you bring Q Bax on as a guest? We've had him as a guest in the past. Wow, man, no losses this week.
That's great work.
Yeah.
Have a great day, Raja. Have a great day, Kerwin.
All right, man.
Have a good day, bro.
Thank you.
When you say backtest gold, how do you think it's the best way to do so?
Same session every day. And look what happened from 5 a.m. in the morning, the candle that closed at 5 a.m. in the morning, and the candle that closed at 9 a.m. in the morning. Yeah.
Man, it's very delicate situation in the gold.
Oh yeah. Tapped the zone and came down. How I would backtest gold would be basically through live backtesting, and the way that's going to work is I'm going to literally sit and watch gold from let's say my trading time is from like 7 a.m. till 10 a.m. So I'm going to sit and watch gold from 7 a.m. till 10 a.m. and I'm going to try to see how candles are moving, how prices are moving, how we are forming big candles and small candles. And after that time is done, I'm going to go over that session. I'll go over that session and I'm going to try to explain to myself that, okay, what trade could I have taken on gold today? And then I would mark up that trade. I would draw that trade out in my notebook or whatever, make a video about it and try to explain myself how I would have taken that trade based on my take profit, based on where my stop loss could have been. And then I'm going to move to the next day. Next day, I would do the same thing. I'm going to watch gold the whole day, and then when I'm done, I'm going to revise that session to see that, okay, where could I have taken a trade on gold? So this way I'm creating notes, and also I'm exercising discipline, patience with candles moving and stuff like that. So once you start to do this for about, let's say, a month, you're going to have a very structured journal in front of you with gold that you've looked at it every day for the last month. And then the second month is going to roll around and then you're going to be much more confident in taking certain positions in gold. Mostly what happens is that guys really don't give that much time towards a currency pair and then you kind of rush into trades. When I started trading, there was a time I was trading GBP CAD profitably, and before I traded GBP CAD, I watched GBP CAD for about a month of what it did in the New York session, because that was the first time of me trading pound CAD. And when I'm trading pound CAD in the New York session, I have to keep in mind that not only pound CAD is being influenced by the pound, it's also being influenced by the CAD, right? So I had two variables to play with at the time. But then I stopped trading it because pound yen gave me enough volume to make money, so I just stuck with that. I've been doing one trade a day. I've been doing one trade a day, side trade for 3 trading days, and I'm up 6 times my money. So Raj's quality or quantity works. Yeah, that's true. A really good example is that, let's say you order 10 things from China, and for that price, maybe you can get 2 of them from North America, so one, you have quantity, but the quality is not there. But on the other hand, you have quality, but the quantity is not there. So you're always going to go with quality. Like this Marcus Fluidity shirt. I've had this. This shirt has went through 6 washes. It hasn't shrunk at all. No shrinkage, nothing. It's an expensive shirt. It costs us more, but the quality is there. But if you get a cheaper shirt, like I used to buy these $6 shirts all the time, the quality is not there, but the quantity is there. Same thing goes with trading over here. Oh wow, look at that rejection. It's like it got slapped down from 1723, just like here yesterday. What was the website you used to get them from? I still get them. I get like maybe 10 shirts a month from these guys. Let me show you. $6 shirts right here. These shirts are good for like maybe 2 uses and that's about it, and then they just shrink. Yeah, they're literally $6. Look at this. These are actually pretty good designs to support the troops. Yeah, it's like $6 shirt. I get the XL. Oh nice, they have some new designs, man. I'm probably gonna order these.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2020. Yeah, this is a nice one. 2020 crate on fire. Yeah, that's amazing. I'll probably get this 100%. All right, let me copy this link. All right, new shirts coming in for Raja now. Gold is wilding. Yes, that is true. What time frame is best for confirmation? I think 15-minute, 30-minute, pretty good time frames, you know, are pretty good time frames. The humbleness of Raja, ladies and gents, other mentors will be looking at some Gucci share. Oh yeah, I don't know, man. Money saved is money kept. That's what I look at all the time. Like if you can save money, man, that's money kept. And I mean, the shirt is just to cover your body, right? Just wear a shirt to cover your body. Plus, it looks cool. 2020 on fire. That's 100% true. Alright, let's take a look at this chart over here. GA chart. If we create support, break the high, possible buys. I think buys are going to be above 1.79350 because that's the point where you can put yourself in the best position to win, right? Above this resistance right here, 1.79, 340, 350. If price breaks above this area, you have like 20 pips, 22 pip range going all the way up towards, you know, 1.79570. Right up in here is going to be some sort of a consolidation. I mean, you got a 22 pip range, but I mean, at the same time, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, look, you got some rejections here as well. So I think it's going to be much better to buy above here. Gold is melting now. LOL, not yet. Sorry. This correctly dictates the emotional nature of a person. Gotta relax.
Hey Raja.
You gotta
It's so
chill.
bad, I get too excited on the breaks, you know. But yeah.
You gotta chill. Look, I honestly think really good sells are gonna be below 1713 because there's clean move going all the way down towards 1710. Right here. Get too excited, man. Too fast.
Yeah, I need to chill a little bit. I got those gold buys. I'm done for today. It was good.
Oh, nice. Where'd you get them from?
I just saw the candles spiking upwards. I'm like, this shit's not gonna stop. It's gonna fly, and I entered. I smashed my keyboards like 3 times, entered like 3 entries, and that shit just ran up. I'm like, all right, I'm good. 1723. I closed everything.
Oh, nice. How long was that trade?
It was like 10 seconds, not even. I entered and left.
That's it.
That's how you trade gold.
That's it. 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I think that's how trading is truly done. Like 10 seconds. Whether you make $5, $10, $50, $1,000, 10-second wins.
Gold is like public toilet, you know.
A public toilet.
Yeah, just enter and out.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't want to spend time over there. That's a good one. Alright, let's take a look at this chart over here. Oh, nice. Look at this. Price broke resistance. Candle cannot close below previous support. Looks good. Once this candle closed bullish, I made my entry. Closed everything at TP. Amazing trade, Luis. Amazing, simple trade over here. I think if I hadn't have taken this buy at this point, I would have executed on these buys here around 149.720. How big was this candle actually? I think this was around 11 pips. 9, 10. Pretty tough. Pretty tough to squeeze pips out of it here today. Kervin's channel is called Saucy Mexican BBQ Channel. Alright.
Alright. I like it.
That's the potential name over there.
Yeah.
Raja, you went outside to start your car and came back. Definitely. No, I had to move my car. I had to move my car because someone has to leave. So I had to move my car because it was blocking another car. Off-topic question. I have black box with the clone updated button from, I don't know what that is. Constantly stuck on my charts. I can't figure out how to. Oh, I don't know what black box. I think you need to send a chart. Oh, send like a screenshot or something. Clone updated. I think it's the top. If it's on the top right side, I think you need to close out. You need to close out the simulator. I got 8 difficult pips on GJ. Thanks, guys. I'm calling it a day. Yes. You know, sometimes it is what it is. You know, sometimes you get 7 pips out of it, 8 pips out of it. You just want to secure your profits. Once you secure profits, man, nothing can take that away from you. The market is not going to come to your door, knock on your door, take your profits away. It's not going to do that unless you enter a trade. When you enter a trade, when you enter another trade after a winning trade, then you're opening the doors for the market to come inside and take those profits and potentially more from your pocket. You know, so once you're securing profits, that's it. Call it a day. I secured some difficult 7 pips here today. You know, that's totally fine. I secured 30 pips yesterday on gold. That's totally fine. I'm having a winning week. Totally fine. If you're having a winning day by even 4 pips, man, you're in the top 10%. You're in the top 10% of people who are having a winning day today. And you really need to cherish that. Because not everyone is having a winning day. You know,
you can't go broke taking profits.
No, can't go broke taking profits. If you're having a tough day, losing day today, what you need to do is you need to take a look at those losses and see that how could you have done things differently? You know, what did you not see at that point? I've learned to secure profits when the move is made and leave a small runner. Before, I would let the whole position run, and those are the times I've lost profits. That's exactly it. Perfect. Someone said from the gulag over here. Beautiful. Managed my losses. I risked $30, lost $12. That's still pretty good. It's difficult to be a scalper. I think it's difficult to manage your own emotions. It's not difficult to be a scalper. You can be anything you want. You can be a swing trader. You can be a profitable scalper, profitable position trader. But if you can't manage your own self in the markets, then things are obviously going to be difficult. It's like saying, oh, you know, it's difficult to go to the gym. No, it's not. You just got to be disciplined enough to go to the gym. I mean, I go to the gym every day now. It's not hard at all. I've found that balance in life. In the same way you have to find balance in your trading. So we got unemployment claims coming in about 14 minutes here. And we're going to see how that's going to move stuff here at this point. Gold tapped into 1723. Looks like it's coming back over here above 1720. So we shall see what happens. Hey Raja, why don't you do swing trades? Because I do swing trades. I do let positions run in the hopes of having a swing trade, but that only happens maybe 10% of the time. I made 6 pips before the live stream, $26,000 pound. Oh, 26,000 pound account and 33 pound profit just here for education. That's still amazing. Man, I know guys with $50,000 accounts and they still can't take small wins. I've heard stories about someone depositing $10,000 a week and they still can't secure profits. So, you know, there are people like that out there too. Yeah, man. People with crazy unlimited cash coming in. Yeah. What I've seen is when you make a lot of money, there's a certain part of it you put aside just to play with it. You know, like if you're making 100,000 a month, maybe you're like okay with spending like 40,000 here, 30,000 there, you know, and yeah, that's another level. that's another level you cross. Like yesterday, I was talking to a buddy of mine, and we were discussing how there are levels in life, right? There's like $1 million level, then there's like a $5 million level, there's like a $10 million level. There's a guy I know who's at a $40 million level, you know, and for him, he wanted a phone. He wanted a new iPhone 12, right? And he's like, I want the phone now. And we're like, well, you know, the stores are closed. No, I want it now, you know, so those are, right? He's like, I don't care how much it is, I just want it now, you know, so there are levels. He knows guys in his $50 million levels, $100 million levels, and those people are ghosts. You don't know about them, you don't hear about them. It's, yeah, I mean, the world has crazy, crazy levels. So if people think that we have some levels, no, man, we're babies. We're like newborns at this time. Do you think it's possible to become a full-time trader? Yes. Watch gold, guys. It's about to collapse. Well, the news is about to come out in like 11 minutes, so we're going to wait and see what happens here. Really important to wait for this candle to close and wait for the news. Is there a thin line between being impatient with losses and letting your trade breathe so you don't choke it? A little bit, yes, because let's say if it depends on how you're securing your losses, right? If let's say you're in a buy, right? You're in a buy and price is breaking the low of the previous candle and it's closing like that, then you're basically taking some risk off of the table, right? But letting your trade breathe is like really not securing once they're not breaking levels. You know, like sometimes guys would maybe secure some losses based on a 5-minute time frame. That's a good example to choke your trade, because you know 5 minute is not like a really strong confirmation time frame. When do you decide to add more money? I'm making good run with stock. I mean, I don't know, should I wait or not? Oh, you want to add more money to your account? I think first you should see how profitable you are. Maybe if you're profitable for the next 2 months, 3 months, then add more money to it. Hey Raja, I've blown $200 accounts and tried to deposit $1,000 now. It's $6,000. Do you think having more capital affects your trading psychology? William Celestial, I think it's better to invest in education first before you deposit more money. That's what I did. I mean, I started with a $200 account. I blew it in like a week, week and a half, and then I was like, okay, you know what? I need to learn this from somebody. Because I started trading, learning from the free things you find on YouTube. You know, and free stuff is everywhere. It's gonna develop your concepts, but getting proper education, that's gonna guide you through those concepts. You know, those are two different things. Knowing concepts and being walked through those concepts are two very different things. You can learn concepts online, no problem, but having someone to guide you through those concepts, that's a whole different story. And that's what I did. You know, I blew my first account, and then I'm like, okay, you know what? I need help. And then there was this guy, Uncle Ted, on Instagram. He was having his mentorship intake. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to go enroll in that intake. This was in June 2016, and here we are. Do you consider your free knowledge is enough to be profitable? It depends from person to person. You know, some people are profitable just from the free stuff. Some people need extra help, you know. Just like when you have people in a classroom, some are super smart, they will understand concepts really well, really quick, and someone like me, they need help to understand concepts. I wasn't a really smart guy in class. Like, I understood simple concepts, and I think that's how I broke down candles aware too, like, you know, simple concepts. Told you gold is hitting the floor soon. Oh, nice. Should have given us your entry, exit, and stop loss too. That would have helped a lot. That's the whole challenge. I mean, you can say gold is going to go up and go down all day long, you know, and if it goes up or goes down, it doesn't really mean anything unless you say, this is my entry and exit. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. This is GBP JPY 30-minute chart. If this candle breaks its own high, I think, let's take a look here. Yeah, see now, we have to wait for this to see how this 15-minute candle is going to close. If it's going to close bearish, then we're creating a resistance at this point. So we'll have to wait. You know, if I'm going to look for a second trade, I think it's going to be below 1713. Below 1713 is going to be a pretty nice trade for price to continue down. Do you think progress that Ted done in 7 years, hitting $1 million in a month, is fast, or this is what it takes to reach that level? I think it's understanding how you can really risk your profits to compound. You know, I think he's gotten really good at really exploiting the moves. That's what it takes at the end of the day. You know, like if you can really exploit the moves you've seen over and over again. And that came from just focusing on one trade a day. One trade, not even like one trade, like one pair, you know, gold. That's it. I've seen him trade gold since it started. You know, so when you focus on just one thing for a very, very long time, anything is achievable. Like you hear about guys making $1 billion on flash crashes. You know, if that's possible, making $1 million a month is possible too. I mean, you know, and that's still not a lot if you look at it from a grand scheme of things. There are guys doing way more than that. Way more than that. So it's all level of perception. And also, like, you know, I would say someone who's done like, let's say $1 million a month, you know, on like all well-explained trades, I think that's in like the maybe 1% of the top 10%, you know. It's very rare that people make it to that level, and it's not rare that people don't make it to that level. When is the proper time to increase lot size on a smaller account like $500 to $1,000? I think when you really start to get consistent, when you start to get confident, or you're being profitable for maybe like 2-3 months, then your lot size naturally starts to go up. You know, like I have, like sometimes you start to see the same moves over and over again, and you're like, hey, listen, I've seen this happen before, so maybe now's the time for me to maybe increase my lot size over here to get like a bigger gain. We're coming close here. We got 4 minutes left.
Delicate situation.
Yeah. Gold is...
DJ buys better though. Playing on gold sells right now is dangerous. But yeah.
3 minutes left. Uh-oh. Somebody... I heard that.
Full margin.
Man, not enough money in that account.
Yeah, put money if you're gonna get bala.
Alright, we got 2 minutes left over here. We're about to break the highs on GJ.
Yeah.
Also, we're about to continue down on gold over here too. What's a good percentage of balance to trade with? I think that's totally up to you. 2%, 5%, 10%, whatever you think you're going to be comfortable with. I'm 18 years of age, planning to take trading for 1 year to bring consistency before go to college to be a pilot. My parents' dream, but my dream passion to be successful in trading. Any advice? I think don't get this wrong, but I think you're too young right now to truly understand what the passion is. Trading is not a passion. Trading is a hobby. You know, if you succeed in this hobby, then the hobby becomes like a full-time gig. You know, but if you don't succeed in this hobby, then then you have to go and develop a career path. So I think if you're 18 and you have the opportunity to develop a career, I think that's going to be a much better position to be in. You know, because if this hobby doesn't work, then you don't want to go to a minimum paid job, right? You want to have like an option for yourself. And that option is going to be a career degree that you're going to get. I'm a pilot and it's most fun you can have with your pants on. See, right there, Patrick Hopkins. Do it. Just do it. You're too young right now, man, to think about trading as a full-time job. I didn't start trading since I was like 28, 29. You know, I worked from like 20, well, my first job was when I was 24. So I was blessed in a way I didn't have to work earlier on. So I worked from 24 till 28, 29, and then I found trading. Oh, look at that.
Watch out for a pullback.
Oh, wow. Look at that pullback over there. Remember they said gold was a buy. No, we said gold was a buy above 1720, moving to 1723, and that's about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And still a buy. So don't get confused. This can easily be a pullback towards 1712 and reject 1712. Start pushing away from there. Don't be caught on this premature drop.
We got 3 seconds left here.
For gold sells, you will need gold breaking below at least 1710. Does it still respect 1710? No. GJ slowly but surely still shocking to the upside.
Yes. Yeah, I truly believe if we break above, 149, 840, 850, easy we're going to 150 here today.
Yeah, 150, it's right there, So as long if we break 150, you already know where it's going. 150, 200, 150, 300. I still believe we can get there. I'm still holding a small position though.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got an entry 149.773. So I'm still holding. And I'll be looking for gold buys if we start closing anything about 1720 again. Because this pullback on gold, I don't trust this pullback to sell gold.
Oh wow, look at that pullback. What were the numbers here? They're bad? Let's take a look.
There we go.
Oh, super good numbers.
But still.
I'm 21 and starting to trade. Would you say that's also too young to truly understand what you want? No, I didn't mean it from the context of being too young to know what you want. The only reason I made that statement was to have an option. You need to have options in life. You just can't go through life having no options. You need to have options. If you're going to pursue trading, make sure you have like a side job, you have like a part-time job that brings them consistent income. Because when you start trading for a living, you have a lot of there's a lot of pressure for you to succeed to make money, because that money you're now counting on to pay your bills. So if you don't have a side job or a side income, something on the side that brings you money consistently, making money in trading is going to get really, really difficult because your emotions are going to get involved for no reason at all. So that's what I meant by that statement over there, which I made earlier. Oh, someone sent the wrong chart. All right, looks like we're breaking above 1840, 1860, continuing to move bullish over here.
Let's go, GG. Come on, man. Let's go, gold. Come on. Start pushing, man.
Yeah, if GJ goes to 149.950, I think that's going to be a pretty good idea there, too.
Yeah. Gold can easily retest that 1710, 1720 and break it.
Oh wow, someone is in 20 pips profit on GJ. Beautiful.
Very nice.
Alright, let's take a look at this chart over here. This is a 1 minute chart. Added position, trade idea worked out beautifully. Oh, nice, beautiful. 1 minute, you held it. Oh, what's this? Entered when the low got broken. Looks like price died down for some reason. Next 30 minute kind of went bullish. And then what happened? Oh, okay, got stopped out over there. Okay. And next one went down and then went up. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was tough. It was tough at that point. Hey, wouldn't you be looking for a support to be formed before entering? I'm sure you mean pound yen. And if you mean by pound yen, I don't think so, because we're moving in a high volume time at this point, and if we're moving in a high volume time, the 4-hour candle is also coming to a close. So I'm anticipating this to continue moving bullish. Are you in these buys? Yes, I entered around 149.850. Let's take a look at this chart over here. This is, oh, nice. Nice trade all the way from down here, continuing bullish. All right, really looking at gold here as well, below 1713. Below 1713, I think we can continue moving bearish. A lot of fun things happening here today.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun.
Alright, let's take a look at this chart over here. Buy is above 149.740, stop loss 12 pips, TP 150 even. Nice.
Very good. Very good.
We'll see how that goes.
What's the song of Zoom? Yesterday.
Yeah, it's called Yesterday. Is stop loss under current 15-minute too aggressive? My stops are at break even at this point. 149.850. That's where my stops are. You know, because even if price comes down, it's going to take me out at break even, and then that's it. Because I'm having a blue week, I don't even want a single red number on my MetaTrader history. Yeah, under 15 minute, yeah, it looks good because it's above, you know, 149, 840, 850 for it to continue moving bullish.
Yeah, the previous 1 hour candle closed really nice, healthy, bullish candle. So it makes sense of price action to continue slowly going toward 150 at least.
Are you personally going to enter on gold? Maybe. I'll see. I'll let you guys know when I enter a sell on gold. Hey Raja, I'm going to stop 1 year after bringing consistency. Whatever happened, continue to college to do both trading and pilot. You can actually go to college and do trading at the same time. You know, because like trading is not going to take your entire day. What are you going to do after that? Like, what are you going to do after looking at charts for like 2.5 to 3 hours a day? What's going to be next? What are you going to do the whole day? Nothing. So you have to go to college, man. Get your education in. That's very important. Listen to your parents. Parents will. Here's the thing. Your parents will never tell you something that's bad for you. 100%. Whether you think it's bad for you or whether you think it's getting in the way of your dreams, man, you're only 18. you know, or you're only 20, you're only 21, your parents are like in their 40s, in their 50s. They've seen life. They've seen people fail. They've seen people succeed. So they will always tell you something that's good for you, you know. And I used to think the same way that, hey, like, you know, my parents tell me, hey, study. And I'm like, no, that's useless. But now I know, you know, now I know that was important.
Hey, Raja, bro.
Hey, bro.
Bro, after listening to your story, I just want to share mine that my parents always wanted me to be become a bureaucrat, like every South Asian normal parent's dream. So,
oh, like in politics?
I've run. No, bureaucrat, like government officials above 17 scale in Pakistan and in India. And, you know, they are praised a lot.
Yeah, upset. Like
yes, upset. Exactly, that is the thing. But that doesn't really work out, sir, here because their monthly salary is around like 75, and they do embezzlement to cover up their expenses. So I think that learning trading and applying this can earn you much more, and this is better than doing corruption and embezzlement.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. At the same time, it's really important to have some side income as well.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Totally agree with that.
Someone is saying college is a scam unless you need that paper to get the job. I don't think like all these ideas about college is a scam and this or that. I mean, think about it. If we didn't have college, we wouldn't have engineers, you know, we wouldn't have pilots, we wouldn't have, like, you know, cooks who cook great food in restaurants. We wouldn't have software developers. We wouldn't have, like, you know, like people who do research in medicines, you know, like those things wouldn't exist if we didn't have college. If we didn't have, what's going on here? Oh,
nothing. Let's go.
Yeah, like so like those things are really important, right? You can't say college is bad. It's a scam. Your mind is trying to scam you with that thinking, and the whole social media is trying to scam you with that thinking. Trust me, whoever says college is a scam and join my course, you need to run away from those people, man. Those people are bad influences for you.
GJ is finally moving, my brother.
Yeah, we're coming close to 950 over here.
Let's go. Very nice.
All right.
150, secure some profits because you never know it's gonna reject that 150.
Yeah, ooh, 941, 947. Yeah. Can we get 950, 950, 948, 949? Ooh, 950. Beautiful. And running more. Holy, what a great call over here on GJ.
Give us a like. Told you, GJ buy was easier than trying to sell gold.
Yes, sir. There you go, Gulag. If you guys secured positions over here, you got take this trade. You know, just give a like on the stream over here today.
Yes, sir. And right now, gold just starting to create support around 1714. So be aware that we're gonna top that range to 1720. Just don't get caught on this sells on gold because it's not healthy for you.
Beautiful, beautiful trade here, man. Crazy. Can we get 150?
Yes, we're gonna get 150. And we're gonna get 2,000 likes.
Oh, 988, 988. We are 985. Oh, 150. No, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet.
Is there? Oh.
It's almost there.
It's almost there.
Almost there. 988. Can we get 950? Oh, 950 tap. Amazing.
Beautiful.
We won here today. Everybody won here today.
Yes, sir.
Amazing.
There shouldn't have been a single loss on pound yen buys.
Yes.
Not a single loss on pound yen buys here today.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, that's the difference trading when there's volume in the market.
Yes.
Even not a if drawdown.
No drawdown on this candle at all. That's true.
Zero.
Not zero.
Zero drawdown.
Amazing.
Another blessed day for the fam.
Man, every trade I've taken this week, I've called it out on the live stream over here. Had 0 losses this week.
Yes.
Oh, Gulag is absolutely loving it. We need 1,000 likes over here. We're sitting at 989.
Oh, really? What
Yeah.
about 2,000?
Oh, 2,000. Come on,
2,000, man. I love seeing 2,000 likes. Jesus. I know they can do it.
Wow. GA was a mess. Gold was a mess over here a little bit. GJ was the only thing that showed us clean moves, where it's going to go. And also the Chinese indicator here told us pound is strong and yen is weak.
I like the idea that GG is gonna continue. I hope it doesn't just reject 150. 150, it's a psychological number and it's a strong level. So, you know, be aware that only two things are gonna happen. We're gonna reject it hard or we're gonna break it really hard. Where it's going, if we break 150, it's going easily to 150, 200 and 150, 500 last target for probably Asian session tonight. At this point, everybody should have secure profits on GG. I'm feeling good, as I should. Beautiful. We'll continue. Yeah. All right. Whoever wants to swing trade this GJ buy, I will say bring your stop loss at least to 149.900 and let it run. Because at this point, GG, if it's gonna continue moving with the new hour, should respect 149.950. So you can cover the spread and some commission, bring a stop loss to 149.900.
All right, guys, sorry, Kevin. What was the number again?
The 0.900. 149.900. At this point, bring a stop loss to 149.900 and let it run. You can easily swing GJ because we are finally, clearing that 150. So from there, I think that the resistance to the left is not gonna make much noise for GJ.
Mm.
We should not reject that 141, 150, 200. We should continue.
Oh wow! My runner around 20 pips.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, like I said, 150 is a strong psychological number. I mean, from all numbers that you have around, 149, 148, 151, 150 is the strongest. So if we finally start trading above 150, this can easily become a swing trade for the rest of the week, coming for until tomorrow. NFP.
Absolutely unbelievable, this move over here.
Yes, sir.
No retracement, no support form, nothing. Straight move, bullish.
Straight.
And I think I'm going to call that a day in about 10 minutes over here.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad we got a nice move on GG.
I called it a day after the first GJ buy. Can you please explain me the second buy? Yeah, the second buy was right over here. When price closed at this potential target, we anticipated price to continue moving towards 150, and that was about it. because we had clean candles to the left hand side, and 150 was the target we were looking at, looking on the 4-hour time frame. Let's look at the 1 hour here, especially on the 30-minute right over here. This is the area we were looking at for price to come into. We had clean candles here to the left hand side. So, you know, this is what we talk about all the time. When you have clean traffic, there's a much higher probability that price will mirror that same move, and that's exactly what happened over here. Can someone recommend a HD 4K webcam? I have a simple 1080p webcam here. Can I send a chart with notes on it, or can I send a video on Slack? You can do either or. Yeah, I think the Gulag here got some nice winning trades here. This is something we talked about. If you want to copy trades, you can copy them, but also, like, you know, manage your risk as well. You know, so if you look over here, I mean, the entries were at 149.850, stop was around 8-9 pips, and look at that. Positive risk reward. Officially, I have learned why you preach 1 to 2 pairs. Missed that GJ buy because I was distracted by all my other pairs. Yeah, man. That's it. You focus on 1 or 2 pairs, and you only trade on those 1 or 2 pairs, and then you only win on those 1 or 2 pairs after a while. And that's all you do every day. You know, it's like trying to please 6 wives at the same time. Not gonna happen.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know, brother. Never know.
Man, you need a lot of things to go your way to do that.
Oh yeah, no, definitely, man. Definitely.
Wow, man.
Yeah,
it's
one
just
guy is
amazing.
Oh, damn, look at that. Running at 26.27 pips, pound yen. Holy, this thing is gone.
I'm telling you, my brother.
Wow, this thing is Gonzo. That deserved another round of applause for this.
Gonzo, man. Yeah,
Beautiful. Do you still secure 10 pips at this? Yes. Unfortunately, though, when price retraced from 149.870, my position I had at break even, it got stopped out. So I didn't get the whole trade. I maybe got like 1 pip out of it. It got stopped out.
That's okay.
Yeah. But we called a pretty nice trade over here, though.
Kerwin, would you move your stops to 150?
No, it's still, you know, right now 150 should act as a support, but you never know if it's gonna pull back toward 149.950, like 5 pips below 150. It usually does that. So I mean, at this point, secure profit, man.
Yeah, I know. Secured
75,
80%.
90%, and just for fun, let it run.
Yeah, I secured profits. I moved it to 149.90, so I was going to see if I could trail it maybe, but just let it fly.
Yeah. At this point, I don't care if GG goes to 151 and 1 candle. I secure profits. I had the rest running, so.
Top man. Nice one. Cheers, Roger. Cheers, Kerwin.
Yeah, bless, brother. It's gonna create some discipline. You know that you can let the trades run a little bit more, but securing is always great. There's nothing better than securing profits on any trade, man. We're basically on top of the 10% of traders. While 90% are losing, we're winning every day. It's a blessing, man.
That's true. And I think those profits I can use to get another 10 shirts over here. I mean, think about it, $60, man. $60 for 10 shirts.
$6? Oh, yeah. $60.
Yeah, for 10
I
shirts.
have like 3 of them. I'm probably gonna order the support the troops and that one. The 2020.
2020 would not recommend.
That's a good one, though.
Yeah, that's a good shirt.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely getting these over here. Oh, they got sweaters too. $6 sweaters. Oh, $14. Okay.
Still, man. Still a good price.
I got distracted watching gold and missed GJ. Shake my head. It's hard for me to even watch two pairs. Yeah, it's focused on one pair. Is that a Canadian company? No, it's in the US. I'm still asking, what if the pound is weakening in the pair GJ? Will the chart trend bearish or bullish? It's not about the chart trend. Okay, here's how I look at trends and high time frames. Someone might say, oh, he's wrong, whatever. I don't care. If I look at the smaller time frame and above 149, let's say 850, and I see clean candle to the left hand side, I'm looking for a buy at that time. But you know, ironically, every time frame was bullish. I mean, weekly is bullish, you got daily is bullish, you got 4 hours bullish, 1 hour is bullish, 30 minutes. So ironically, everything was bullish at this time. And yeah, it basically played out really, really well over here. Is GJ continue bullish and break 152 this month? We're not sure. We'll look at it next week. Let's take a look at this last. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, we'll need to call Bojo.
Yeah.
Continue pushing.
Support formed entries when this candle breaks the previous low. Yeah, I think entries at like 1713 would be good over here. Let's see here. Yeah, below this area would be pretty good. Below 1713. The website says if you buy 10 teas, you get 50. You get them for 50, not 60. Yeah, I mean, I meant with like shipping as well, you know. But anyway, guys, I'm going to head off over here. Everyone have a good day. Don't overtrade. Don't fucking lose your profits you made today.
Yeah. Grab the bag, put it behind your wall or whatever, down the bed.
Yeah.
Secure that bag.
Oh, here's a good question here. How often do you leave a runner and what's the criteria for this? So if I was still in this trade, I would move my stops below the 15-minute time frame and I'm going to let it run. And if that would run for 50 pips, 100 pips, or stop me out at, like right under this area, so be it. You can't really control where market's going to go.
Yeah, depending on market structure, most of the times your runner are going to get stopped out. But you can easily start trailing your stop at 20 or 30 pips. So yeah, it's going to come over time.
Yeah. But Kermit, look,
Hey, Raja,
yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. Please.
No, I was just trying to show him my hair. You go ahead. That's not important.
Oh, show me your hair, man.
No. Go ahead. Ask the question.
That's the most important thing.
No. It's not important at all.
Okay. I had a UJ buy, and
Okay.
I'm aiming to H4 Wickfield. Do you think it's a good target? If you don't mind. I can also send a chart if you like.
Okay, H4 Wickfield. What's your price over there? What price are you looking at?
The price was 107525.
Yeah, 107,600 can easily be as a target. It's been, to be honest, it's scary because looks like it's been priced in. So probably with NFP tomorrow is gonna be a heavy drop, but you never know.
Yeah. Also, what was your entry and how much are you up right now? I want to see how you're
I'm
managing.
Of course. Give me a second. Okay, my entry was 350. Yes, that's the real.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty good. I would see, looking at the 30-minute time frame, I would maybe secure some profits and put stops below the 30-minute candle. Because if you look at the daily time frame, it still has room to continue up towards 107,540, and just like Kerwin said, that they're anticipating good numbers for NFP, so maybe this move up is being priced in for NFP. You know, so I think it's going to be a good idea to kind of like secure some positions and let a portion run towards, you know, if we go to 550, perfect. You know, if not, then at least you secured some positions.
All right then. Thank you, Raja.
Yeah, you're
Thanks
welcome.
a lot.
Do you,
You guys
hey,
the
Raja,
best.
for NFP, do you think that the, I guess, market's going to contradict the fundamentals like it did with the ADP claims, or do you think that it'll follow suit?
You know, depends. It depends because in the start of the like Monday and Tuesday, we saw gold fall a lot. You know, and when
Yeah.
gold fall a lot that way, I was like, well, maybe they're pricing in the good NFP. So it's very tough to make that decision now because look, so this happened yesterday, 3rd March, price fell all the way down, broke below the lows here as well. So
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like we'll have to see, you know, what happens maybe 3 hours before NFP where gold is, and then we can kind of like make some predictions based on that.
Yeah, I feel like the last 10 days, it's just been easy sells on gold. But now it's kind of getting close to that psychological level. I don't know if NFP is going to, you know, respect the fundamentals if it is bad like it was on Wednesday and just start retracing this, or if we're just going to break through that 1700 and drop down to, I got something marked up kind of like 1688.
Yeah, because look, last time price tapped into 1700 was on 15th June 2020, right? We tapped into it, and from there we just continued flying up. So now we're tapping into that area again. So this is why, I mean, yeah, we're not sure whether it's already priced in or whether it's going to be a further decline tomorrow.
Tune in tomorrow to find out, right?
Yeah, man, tomorrow we're going to find out, see what happens.
All right, I'm taking off. Thanks for your time, Raja. Appreciate all you do.
All right,
Shout
man.
out, Kerwin.
Yeah,
Later.
man, no problem. Take care.
All right, take care, everybody. Have fun. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Take care, man.
Thank you.
Peace out. Peace out.
Brazil.
Shout out
Okay, dude. Like I